you know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be aggravated.
It's being held for debt. He did not pay a debt because the money team is not real. That's not real. Francis Ngannou has a promotional team. Those aren't real. There's just people that will really let you tag into the back end because they're locked into an old school boxing business model, and you got to have the tax identification number.
In a recent exchange that drew attention within the boxing community, Mike Tyson criticized Floyd Mayweather's reported $500 million debt. He pointed to Mayweather's expensive lifestyle and indicated that this level of spending could result in financial problems similar to what he experienced in the past. Tyson, who lost over $300 million during his career, referred to Mayweather's spending habits and suggested that such expenses may not be sustainable over time.
You gotta save money, not spend money. I used to be a guy that spend money all the time. And then I said, oh shit. When I didn't have it, I wanted it. Now I have it, I don't want this shit.
Mike Tyson, who became the youngest heavyweight champion in history, earned an estimated $400 to $685 million throughout his boxing career. However, in 2003, he declared bankruptcy, reporting debts of around $38 million.
However, as for the people who have gotten money just recently, they are seen spending millions on upgrading their lifestyle. And it's not a surprise that they end up losing all their wealth in the next few years. Mr. Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight champion, earned over $400 million throughout his career, but filed for bankruptcy in 2003. Tyson allowed others to control his finances, didn't review his bank statements, and overspent on things like cars, jewelries, and exotic animals. He admits that his financial illiteracy and trust in others led to most of his financial issues. Some of his most interesting purchases include $580,000 on a birthday party, $2 million on a golden bathtub.
Tyson's high-spending lifestyle involved buying upscale properties, keeping exotic animals such as Bengal tigers, and giving costly gifts. He revealed that his final $1 million was spent on rehabilitation, and that he even took out a loan to purchase a house after leaving Las Vegas. Looking back on his experiences, Tyson now promotes financial awareness, stressing that managing money requires skill and cautioning that wealth can create a misleading sense of security.
Mike Tyson, that made tens of millions of dollars during his boxing career, and right after his career, when completely broke and bankrupt, quickly realized that he was making a mistake, still had some revenue streams, took that money, took his name, took his brand, turned it into different businesses, turned it into different assets, and is now making more money than he did when he had his boxing career.
Nice.
What has the peaks and valleys of that allowed you to learn about money?
It was interesting. I didn't possessing it. I just was a young kid having fun.
What do you consider a lot of money to be?
I don't know, $1,000.
Oh, please.
Anything. Anything.
Do these figures sound correct? Made around $400 million during your career?
I don't know, it could have been.
Yet end up spending more than you made, and at one point were like $50 million in debt?
Yeah, that was amazing too. But
how does that happen?
Just being reckless, young and foolish.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., recognized for his undefeated record and flashy way of life, has reportedly generated more than $1 billion over the course of his career. Known as Money Mayweather, he is frequently seen displaying his wealth, from private jets to high-end cars. Despite these earnings, he has faced criticism over his spending patterns and the nature of his exhibition bouts, with some suggesting they focus more on entertainment than true competition.
Did you believe that you would be the champ? Well, it's not just the champ. I'm the champ on the outside, too. I mean, to make over $1 billion, I didn't do it by myself. What I did was I surrounded myself with a great team, meaning you can't think you know it all. If it was a person that was strong in certain departments, I wouldn't have got the best person for that. What I believe in doing is surrounding myself with all smart people. That makes me that much more smarter, because once you surround yourself with a smart team, then it makes things that much easier.
What do you do with all this money?
I mean, like, do you actually use it? I mean, are you using the cash?
And, you know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
How do you even get this much money? What do you do?
Work hard.
I know that, but like, do you go to the bank and say, I need all of it? I want all of the money in your bank.
No, that's not what you do. You order it. You can order it.
Oh, you can?
And when you order a certain amount, when you order millions of dollars, a Brinks truck comes to your home.
Wow.
After going through the risks that come with sudden wealth, Tyson has at times spoken about Mayweather's financial choices. In earlier interviews, he appeared supportive, encouraging Mayweather to enjoy his earnings. However, as his perspective became more reflective over time, he started warning about the dangers of uncontrolled spending and the false sense of invincibility that money can bring.
Hey Mike, how you doing, man? What's up? Hey, professional party thrower Adrian Broner goes across the country, gets charged $10,000 a pop. He used to be a boxer. Would you ever do that? Like, would you want to come to my house and cut the turkey?
No, fucking awesome.
How much would you charge to cut the turkey at my house on Thanksgiving?
30 cents.
30 cents? So you do it for free practically.
Yeah.
Adrian Broner, I think that's a good career for like a boxer trying to promote himself as a party thrower.
Big time,
Yep. 10 grand.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hey, you have any advice for Mayweather? He's spending a lot of money right now.
Have a ball.
Enjoy it, huh? That's what you do. Hey, dude, you're a legend, man. It's good seeing you.
Take care.
The stories of Tyson and Mayweather highlight a common pattern in professional boxing: the difficulty of handling sudden wealth. Many fighters, after reaching fame and financial success, face challenges with money management, which can lead to bankruptcy or heavy debt. Tyson's honest reflections act as a warning, stressing the value of financial awareness and careful decision-making.
You know what money really is to me? Me, Mike Tyson. Money is a false sense of security. Some people may think I got the $1 billion, I can't even die. You know? And it takes one mosquito bite or one bad night with a wrong lover, or just one shot with a bullet, and it's over. It's over before a flash in the eye. It's just life is this. You feel invincible with money. Okay. You feel like you can't even die. I always tell people this: if you think a lot of money is going to make you happy, you never had a lot of money. The purpose of the money for me is to enjoy it with people and be happy. No one's going to be happy spending all the money on themselves.
As speculation about Mayweather's financial situation continues to spread, it is important to treat these claims with caution, particularly when there is no solid evidence. What remains certain, however, is the importance of financial literacy and the lessons that can be learned from the experiences of boxing figures such as Mike Tyson.
Like if Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated. I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
What do you
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made $300 million in one night? Have you ever made $100 million in one night? Have you ever made $70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. I'm a legend, a living legend. You know, I gave just sport of boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. Had a tremendous team. Had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for Conor McGregor need to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect. I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large you don't even see ants.
Mayweather's lavish way of living is widely recognized. In February 2025, during Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas, he was reported to have spent more than $1.13 million on a luxury suite at Allegiant Stadium to watch the game. He also highlighted his taste for high-end items by displaying a watch collection estimated to be worth around $100 million. While these displays align with his public image, they have sparked concerns about their long-term financial impact. That in another major move, Mayweather revealed a $42 million plan to purchase 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. However, further checks uncovered inconsistencies in this claim. Official property records showed no confirmed transfer of ownership, and analysts indicated that he may have secured only a partial stake with the possibility of expanding later. This development has raised doubts about the clarity and accuracy of his business dealings.
Like if somebody right now in here hit the lottery, the first thing they're gonna say is give it all to me, because they don't know no better. Because rich and wealth is two different things. When you're rich for a short period of time. Riches is short term, wealth is long term. You can have 100 million, but if you don't got no game plan, it's gonna be gone. So, if I didn't know what I know now, if they gave me $100 million when I was young, I probably off. But with a lot of time, a lot of experience, being around the right people, I knew about balance. I knew what I wanted in life. So even like when I get like Monday, I got a wire coming for another 20 million. But I don't get moved by the money no more.
Even with his massive earnings, Mayweather has been responsible for substantial tax payments. In early 2025, he revealed that he paid more than $18 million in taxes, highlighting the financial obligations that come with his level of income. These large tax bills, alongside his extravagant spending, have fueled discussions about how sustainable his wealth truly is.
Well, there may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break until the fight, the end of August. Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, pay taxes. Usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
Documents show that Mayweather had outstanding tax liens from earlier years, including a $7.2 million debt dating back to 2010. In a filing with the U.S. Tax Court, he explained that although he held significant assets, most were illiquid, which made immediate payment difficult. He requested to postpone the payment until after his 2017 fight with Conor McGregor, expecting that the proceeds from the bout would settle his tax obligations.
Turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
On one of his podcast episodes, Joe Rogan pointed out the clear contrasts between Tyson and Mayweather. He noted, the difference between Floyd and Mike Tyson is Floyd's 155 pounds, Mike Tyson's 220 pounds. Solid as a rock. This highlights Tyson's immense physical strength compared to Mayweather's lighter build. While Tyson was famous for his explosive knockouts and aggressive approach, Mayweather's reputation was built on exceptional defensive skills and high ring intelligence. Rogan emphasized this by saying, if you want to say who's the best boxer of all time, I always say Floyd because he got hit less than anybody. That, he concluded, is the key distinction.
Floyd's power is nowhere near Mike Tyson's power.
Nowhere near. But I was just saying that Floyd has been pretty active, like as a boxer. He'd fought Pacquiao recently, you know.
Went to Japan and fought.
Yeah, I mean, he fought the Japanese kickboxer guy, Nazukawa Tenshin. He fought, he was fighting guys like Conor McGregor that we knew Floyd was going to beat them. But he was still active.
Right.
With Mike Tyson, Mike hadn't been active forever. Forever.
He was getting fat for a minute.
Yep, he got real fat.
And he was smoking.
The dynamic between Mayweather and Tyson has involved both respect and conflict. Their tensions reportedly began in 2001 when police raided Tyson's Las Vegas residence following sexual assault allegations. Tyson believed Mayweather had a role in prompting the raid, though he later reflected on the incident in his book, saying, "I'm good with it now." Despite this rocky history, signs of reconciliation appeared in 2013 when Mayweather publicly defended Tyson, acknowledging his lasting impact on boxing. In a memorable 2013 live interview on Fox Sports, Mayweather praised Tyson, showing a level of respect that went beyond their past disagreements. He said, "I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. He's a legendary champion." Mayweather also stressed that Tyson's life choices shouldn't be judged, adding, "He's lived his life the way he's wanted to live his life. No one can say what they would have done if they were in his shoes."
Can I ask you about Mike Tyson? Because he was on this show just last week, and at the moment he's currently being profiled, as you'll know, on the channel Being Mike Tyson. That airs tonight as well. But on the show last week, he was talking about the fact that you're probably the last of these box office stars. You know, young guys are looking to the UFC fighters as opposed to traditional boxers, but you're probably the last of those box office stars. What do you say to that?
Well, I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. You know, he's a legendary champion. And the only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live his life. No one can say what they would have done if they were in his shoes. Boxing will live on. You know, it's the Mayweather era. Not just myself, but the Mayweather brand. You know, I have my own style and what I made cool about boxing is not taking punishment.
Tyson has recognized Mayweather's outstanding defensive abilities and sharp ring intelligence. He once said, "If I was his size in the ring, he would outpoint me," underscoring Mayweather's technical mastery. At the same time, Tyson stressed the value of taking risks in boxing, implying that Mayweather's careful, calculated style may not appeal to every fan. Despite these differences, Tyson has expressed respect for Mayweather's commitment to the sport, noting his relentless training routine and even describing him as a gym rat who stayed disciplined no matter the circumstances.
We're different people. I like, what are you talking about? Why did you gotta get involved? He can say it. Why are you involved? All right, listen, as I'm saying, we're different people. So Floyd likes he likes glam, he's very glamorous, and this is what he liked, and I was very savage. I wasn't that savage, dark, malevolent aura. You know, I was just never the fly, slick, black fighter. You know, I was just very serious, and I was just very hard and mean. I didn't like the slickness. It was all about hurting and pain.
Being Mike Tyson premieres September 22nd on Fox, with new episodes Tuesdays on Fox Sports 1.
He never really had a boxing match in his life, right? He didn't have a boxing match, right? He went 10 rounds with the greatest fighter in the last 100 years of boxing.
No, Connor's a beast. Connor's a beast.
Think about, no. You're not listening to me. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He went 10 rounds, scored punches on the greatest fighter in the last 100 years.
Yeah.
Did he do something? Did he accomplish something? A star? See, people ain't looking. People just want to see the black guy beat the white guy. They just want to see it. But look what he had to fight against. And look what he did when he fought against.
Tyson has challenged Mayweather's assertions of being the greatest boxer ever. He argued that true greatness goes beyond an unbeaten record, highlighting the significance of public admiration and cultural influence. Tyson noted that icons like Muhammad Ali were revered not only for their talent, but also for the bond they shared with fans and society at large.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world, you know. It's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends, but they don't want to be our friends. So So sometimes we have to deal with the hand that we were dealt with and accept the friends that we have.
Some commentators have also pointed out that Mayweather's frequent displays of wealth, particularly during periods of economic difficulty for many, can come across as insensitive. His social media posts featuring private jets and piles of cash have drawn criticism, with some fans suggesting they reflect insecurity or a need for constant validation. These reactions illustrate the delicate balance between confidence and perceived arrogance when high-profile figures showcase their riches, while others face financial challenges.
People are entitled to judge me for what they hearsay.
Okay.
Making assumptions. Just because I never came out and said, "Oh, let me explain," I don't have to explain that to nobody. Only people that I feel like I have to explain something to is my children and my relation, and because at the end of the day, only God can judge me.
Let's go back to where it all started. You grew up in Grand Rapids,
yes,
Michigan. Your father was a fighter. Your uncle was a fighter.
Both uncles.
Both uncles were fighters. So it was almost like you was like destined. It was predetermined. You were ordained to be a fighter.
Yes. That's all I knew.
What do you think about the back and forth between Tyson and Mayweather? Do you feel Tyson's caution about spending is valid? Or do you believe Mayweather's approach to his finances is solid? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know.